But as we get started on this Thursday morning, we are joined by Chef Ryan Nelson from Late Harvest Kitchen, and it already smells awesome, Chef.
I appreciate that. Thanks. We're doing fried deviled eggs today. This is a staple at the restaurant, by far our most popular appetizer. And what I do is I hard cook some eggs, and then we're just going to bread up the whites and pipe a little bit of yolk into the filling. Starting to brown up a little bit.
Now, fried deviled eggs, I can say that's not something I've seen before.
It's a little unique, and I think that's part of its charm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, first we go into a little bit of egg wash here, just some beaten up eggs. It's easier if you use your hands, but
yeah, to go for it, Chef. You can do that.
Might as well.
Now, this looks like the kind of thing I would fill up on before my entree came. Is this a recurring problem?
That happens, yeah. I think that's definitely one of those things. And we've got Easter coming up, and I know that we were talking earlier that deviled eggs are sort of that staple item that you have too many of before your dinner.
Yep.
So that's all part of it. So it goes into the flour, and then goes into a little bit panko breadcrumbs. Super easy. Nice breading on there, and you can see it's super hot, guys.
Yeah.
So we've got a nice crust on there, and so you can see that.
This is like amping up regular deviled eggs. It really takes it to the next level.
Sure.
And any panko is so light and crispy. I really like that.
Yeah, thanks. And then we've got a tray of eggs. It seems to always slide around a little bit. You put that tray on, and those eggs just almost slide right off the plate. So we've got some Thousand Island dressing there, and that kind of anchors those deviled eggs on. And you could use ranch dressing. You could use really kind of anything, any kind of sauce. But that's going to keep them from sliding around.
Or you can just come to Late Harvest Kitchen.
That's the idea, exactly.
Good
Come see us at Late Harvest.
I love the art of it, though. I mean, you know.
And then we've got our filling. Our egg yolk, we've got some mustard in there, a little bit of mayonnaise, salt and pepper, obviously. And then we put it in a piping bag. And if you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag and just kind of cut the corner on it. It's as fancy as you want to make it. And then we just kind of pipe that yolk on there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then we've got our deviled egg. It's a great presentation.
Yeah,
it's a finger food, and it's unique. So people just they go crazy for it. And then we've got some jardinara, which we make at the restaurant. It's just sort of like a pickled cauliflower, carrot, red and green pepper, and that acidity kind of just plays off the fat from that egg and the creaminess, and it really just makes the dish just sing.
That looks absolutely delicious. What did you say is in the filling?
It's just the egg yolk, a little bit of mayonnaise, and a little bit of mustard, salt and pepper. Yeah, just how you would make a regular deviled egg, but we make it fancy by putting it in the piping bag, or if you don't have one, a Ziploc bag. But yeah, this is
something that George and I can dive right into, right? It's so Instagram worthy. That's what I call Chef's food.
Yeah.
He always does something beautiful and just as tasty.
Well, I like the way the yolk is squeezed onto the fried egg.
And I think for Easter too, if you put a plate of these out, I think it would really blow people away.
Oh man, yeah. Because it's so unexpected, the fried part and
exactly, and it's a nice vehicle too. They're probably a little bit warm, but I mean, usually you can just pick them right up and have at them.
Okay, and you said this is an appetizer you can't get rid of because everybody loves it.
It can't leave the menu. Sometimes you take something off the menu and people get mad.
So when that happens, Chef, what do? Just add it right back?
Usually.
And are you surprised at the things that people love sometimes? Does it take you back?
It does surprise me. Our Brussels sprout salad is an example of that, where it's Brussels sprouts, but people love it.
I'm making a big mess.
So yeah, it is funny when people get indignant when something leaves the menu. It's well, I want to try to make new things and introduce new dishes, but some stuff stays, and it stays for a reason, because it's good.
It is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic.
And easy to make, too. These are super easy to make. It might be a little intimidating with the fryer here, but I mean, you could use a stovetop and put a little hot oil in a saucepan, and as long as you're careful, there's your fryer. You don't have to have this, fryer, although they're super convenient and helpful.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things I love about you, Chef, is you give us tips if we want to do it at home.
Yeah.
Even though, boy, this would be tough to duplicate.
The one chef who threatened to kill us after he revealed some secrets. Remember that day?
Yeah.
A little scary, but
it's always best if you come and see me. That's the preferable.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's amazing. So good for the spring, too.